Take one, the canvasser.
Hi, I'm Jim Gamble.
And I'm Susan Thomas. We're IAM stewards who have done quite a bit of on-the-job canvassing.
What we'd like to do is to pass on tips for those of you who are going to be canvassers.
Right. We'll show you the do's and don'ts of canvassing in a straightforward manner with no fancy salesmanship.
It's a program that will work in any IAM shop, large or small, in any industry. In aerospace, in air transport, electronics, machine shops, railroads, shipyards, in all of the industries and occupations where the IAM represents America's working men and women. We've both done a lot of canvassing, so we'll just give a few pointers on what to do.
And what not to do.
Right. The first thing that a canvasser must do is be natural, and don't come on like a big shot expert like this. Excuse me, Linda, but aren't you concerned about the gross national product vis-a-vis the oppressed working class? Or high unemployment due to the lack of coherent industrial strategy? Huh?
Look, I don't know what your problem is, buddy, but why don't you take that pamphlet and...
I would say that was not a success. Jim approached her in a know-it-all manner that turned her off. Here is an example of a more natural approach. Hi, Howard.
Hi, Susan. What's up?
I'm helping out with the union's on-the-job canvass.
Oh, yeah? How did you get involved in that?
Some of us in the Machinists Union became concerned with the high cost of energy and began looking into the issue. It sure opened my eyes.
What do you mean?
Well, we looked at the profits the oil companies have been making and what they're doing with those profits.
That obviously was much better. Susan didn't come off sounding like a recording. She didn't rehearse any lines, and she introduced the subject casually in a conversational manner.
The other important thing to remember is the leaflet. Let it do the talking for you. Your leaflet will present the issue, involve the person reading it through a quiz or a petition, and explain the IAM position.
Your canvas approach should only be an introduction to the leaflet, not a speech on the issues.
That's true, but when you approach your fellow workers, you shouldn't just say, "Hi, read this," and thrust the leaflet at them. Be easygoing, be natural, and gently lead into the leaflet, unrehearsed.
There are 3 ABCs of canvassing. The first is, always be confident.
And the best way to be confident is to know something about the issue. That's why you have been given fact sheets.
The fact sheets are not designed to turn you into experts, but they will help you to easily answer the usual questions.
Now let's talk about the second ABC. Always be controlled. The second rule of canvassing is always be in control of your temper. If you find yourself in a hostile situation, this rule can help. Let's take a look at what not to do.
Look, I'm getting sick and tired of guys like you. Get lost.
Now hang on. If you keep your mouth shut, you might learn something.
I told you I don't want to hear about it.
You just don't know what's good for you.
Arguments are to be avoided at all costs. They spell disaster for a canvass.
If you get a hostile reaction, if the person you approach couldn't care less about the issue, back off.
Absolutely. As a canvasser, you have done your job. Always respect your coworkers' opinions. They have a right not to agree.
Anyway, you don't have the time.
In most cases, the individual canvass only lasts a few minutes. During that time, people might ask questions. That's only normal, and it indicates an interest in what you're saying.
That's true. Some of the questions may take the form of yeah buts, which are discussed in the training session.
Don't discourage people from asking questions. Answer them honestly using the information provided for you by the fact sheets and the leaflet.
Though many questions could be answered with the information in the fact sheets and the leaflet, some tough questions may crop up. Don't try to bluff your way through or hesitate. Say you don't have the answer.
After all, you are a canvasser, not a walking encyclopedia. Here's how to handle a question that you are unsure about.
Jim, what can the government really do about those interest rates?
I'll be honest with you, I don't know. I'll try to get the answer from Pat James. He's running the canvass, and I'll get back to you.
Sounds okay to me, Jim. Give me that petition.
Can you sign it now before we go back to work?
Sure thing, Jim. And good luck with the canvass.
Notice Jim didn't try to bluff Dave. He didn't have all the answers, but he didn't come out of his canvass looking dumb. He honestly admitted that he didn't have the answer and offered to get back with the facts. Dave appreciated his honesty and reacted favorably.
And don't forget the follow-up. If you tell someone you're going to get back with them, make a note of it and do it. Nothing less than your future credibility is at stake. And remember, the petition that you're using in the canvass should be filled with signatures as quickly as possible and returned to the canvass organizer.
The petitions help to create a sense of involvement and participation among the workers being canvassed.
The third ABC of canvassing is just common sense. Always be considerate.
Excuse me.
Pardon me.
Sorry.
Pardon me. Sorry for bothering you.
Sorry.
Sorry for bothering
Thank
you.
No,
Please?
thank you.
Thank you.
Well, excuse me.
Being considerate means more than being polite. There is a proper time and place for canvassing.
Don't interfere with the normal work routine unless you are sure it's okay. The best time to canvass is during lunch break or coffee break. That's the prime time.
Also, just before work or after work. The best place for canvassing is in the lunchroom,
The smoking area,
the coffee break area,
the parking lot,
or the locker room. Let's go over the 3 ABCs one more time.
always be confident. Keep away from unfamiliar language. Read your fact sheets and understand your canvas leaflet. Let the leaflet do the talking for you. No speeches.
Always be controlled. If you get a hostile or cold reaction, don't lose your temper. Don't press it. Back off. No bluffing an answer. If you don't have the answer, say so, but get back to the person with the answer.
Always be considerate. Remember the canvas time and places. Don't interfere with work. Now that we've given you tips on canvassing, let's see an example of a successful canvas.
Hi, Millie. Are my eyes deceiving me? Is that sandwich for real?
Hey, want a bite?
No thanks. I'm on a diet. Hey, Millie, there's something I want to talk to you about that really bugs me. I was at this machinist meeting on taxes a few days ago. Boy, is the whole tax system ever unfair. Our taxes keep going up and up while these companies pay so little.
Usual government ripoff.
This whole tax thing really hits home every time I look at the difference between my gross and my net salary on my paycheck.
Yeah, taxes and more taxes. I've always thought I pay too much in taxes.
We fight for better wages and benefits at the bargaining table, and before you know it, it's taxed away. Things could be different, you know. We could be paying lower taxes and getting more for them.
Ah, come on. What have you been smoking? Who could do anything about taxes anyway?
I used to feel that way, too. But let me show you this leaflet they gave us at the meeting. After they explained how little taxes companies pay compared to workers, we all agreed to talk to the members about it.
Hey, what's this quiz in the leaflet?
Oh, it's an easy way of pointing out how much tax we would pay if we could use the same formula that big business uses. It also shows how you can do something about it.
Hey, hold on. Not so fast. Is this one of those ranting political speeches? This union has a big enough job to do without getting involved in politics.
Well, Millie, I'm not going to tell you what to do. But if we don't get involved politically and try to do something about taxes, they'll keep going up and take away what we get at the bargaining table.
Yeah, but what guarantees do we have that anything we do will keep our taxes down?
There are no guarantees, Millie, but it's better than sitting around doing nothing. We have to make our voices heard. Look, work out this quiz on tax comparison.
Wait a minute. Is this just a sneaky way to push a political party?
Not at all. All I'm asking is that you read the leaflet, work the quiz, and see how we're being ripped off. I think you might find that if enough people stood together, we could change the system.
Well, let me look it over, and then I'll make up my mind.
Great. While you're at it, you might want to take a look at this petition which our union has put together. We are asking the Congress to change the tax laws. It suggests some changes the IAM would like to see made. Now that you have worked the quiz and read the leaflet, how about it?
Okay, I'll sign it. I agree we've got to do something about the taxes we pay. Now, can I finish eating my lunch?
Thanks, Millie. Hey, one last thing. Why not take the leaflet home to your family? These unfair taxes affect them too. Hey, maybe we ought to have a petition about your sandwiches.
Notice how polite and low-key Susan was. She didn't scare Millie off, and she managed to make some points that Millie could relate to.
Right, and I got her interested in the quiz and agreed to have some more information sent to her. My experience in canvassing has been a lot of fun. I've made a lot of friends and learned a lot about issues affecting my coworkers.
I feel the same way, Susan. I've helped accomplish a lot of good things for our members because I've been able to learn what is on their minds as well. And you're right. Canvassing is a lot of fun.